Let's make some hash brown patties. First, bring a medium pot of salted water to a boil. You're going to add in about 4 russet potatoes that have been peeled, washed, and cut in half horizontally. Once they're peeled and cut, you're going to put them into the boiling water and cook them for about 6 minutes. You want them to be partially cooked rather than completely cooked through, and I'll explain why when we get to that step. After the 6 minutes, you're going to drain your potatoes and allow them to cool enough to comfortably hold them in your hand. At this point, this is why you're going to want them to be partially cooked. It will make this step a little bit easier. You're going to want to get a box grater and grate the potatoes using the larger side into a large bowl. Then you're going to add in 2 eggs, a 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour, and a teaspoon of salt. Once you add all of those together, you're going to want to mix those up really well until the potatoes are completely covered in the egg, flour, salt, and everything is evenly distributed. Once you mix those all together, you're going to line a baking sheet with parchment paper and dump the mixture on top of the parchment and flatten it out or make it into one big rectangle. And then get either a spatula, a dough scraper, whatever you want of your choice, and form 8 equal patties. They should be about like 3 to 4 ounces each, but it's okay if you have some bigger or smaller. I personally made a couple bigger ones just for my husband, whereas I like them a little bit smaller. And once you have your patties formed, you're going to want to freeze them for about 45 minutes to an hour. This will make the heating of them and frying of them so much easier, so they're not so they hold their form, let's just say that. So it's important not to skip the freezing step, and again, put them in the freezer for 45 minutes to 1 hour. Towards the end of the freezing, you're going to want to get a deep, heavy-bottomed pot and heat some vegetable oil or any oil of your choice to a constant 350 degrees. And heat it over like medium to medium-high heat. Use a thermometer, or if you feel comfortable enough to just be able to tell by eye, whatever. Just make sure it's extremely hot and ready. So as you can see, my patties are not all equal, but it's okay. Most of them are, and some of them aren't, but I'll be frying them at different times. So once your oil is heated up, we're going to add in about 1 to 3 patties at a time. I did 2 at a time because my pot is a little bit smaller in diameter, so you just want to fit them comfortably in there. And then you're going to cook 3 to 5 minutes on each side until they're golden brown and fried up to your choosing. I like them a little bit more of a darker golden brown, so I'll do like closer to 5 minutes for mine. After the first 3 to 5 minutes, you're going to want to flip them and do another 3 to 5, and then once they're done, you're going to remove them and place them onto a paper towel lined baking sheet, or maybe even the container that you're going to be storing them in. And you want to use that paper towel to soak up any excess oil. That way they're not soggy and everything else. And then you're just going to repeat the same steps with the rest of the patties, making sure the oil is at a 350 degrees for each batch. And you're going to want to store them in an airtight container in the fridge or serve them hot right away. Up to you. I hope you enjoy this recipe. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.